Correct.
It's just her.
She looks the same.
Oh my God. See, I'm like, Angela Bassett is. That woman, even though she's good. She's soprano. She ages very well.
What?
Angela Bassett.
Angela Bassett?
Yeah.
Still.
Yeah, that's what we're saying. She was just on American Person. She covered
She's good. It's Stella in that movie. Stella got a groove back.
So much.
She was in an old, Terminator, thing called Predator from way back in the day. You know what I'm talking
Yeah, I
about?
know the movie. Yeah.
It's a good movie.
Yeah.
All right, welcome everybody. This is the early Saturday morning podcast. We decided to have something special for you today. Well, actually, they're my favorite subjects, so I'm forcing Luther and our friend Riley to listen to me talk about it. Anyway, I appreciate you stopping in. We'll get started here in just a second. It looks like everybody's got their mics comfortable and everything. I'm actually going to pull up the Google search result for the cosmos. We'll start there. I was going to start with black holes, but we'll do scope, right? Scope better. So cosmos, black holes.
Why don't we just start
life
at
to
the
life.
beginning of the universe?
Well, we will. That's why I'm starting with the topic of the cosmos. That's how you start. If we start with black holes, we can't talk about the beginning of the universe.
I know.
Okay.
Oh.
I know.
Yeah,
There's going to be some punches thrown
I
for
mean,
it.
maybe. There is that theory that on the other side of a black hole, a universe is being born. And that's what creates the Big Bang. I'm getting ahead of us.
Well, that's
I'm
like
getting ahead of
inflation and
ourselves.
deflation. It's a little bit different. But yeah, there is one theory though that our universe, or at least the horizon, whatever it's called, it's the seeable universe or whatever, that it is in a black hole. So, but just because the math
That's
is
what I'm
weird.
saying. Yeah, as matter gets sucked through a black hole, once it's on the other side, it expands into a new universe.
Yeah, well, according to Einstein's equations, the other side of a black hole is supposed to be a white hole, right? And that spits information out. So information goes from one
Have you
universe
ever
to the other.
seen Red Dwarf? It's a British space comedy. Anyway,
Anyway, okay.
White Hole reminded me of it.
We got way ahead of ourselves right there. So I'm just going to read this real quick. What's that?
Over my head.
I got plenty of questions for you because I want to know what you think about things and like what you've heard and, because it's interesting. And I'll talk about why that's more later, but I don't want to get ahead of myself again. All right, I'm just going to read the AI overview for the cosmos. So it says, the cosmos refers to the entire universe, all space, time, matter, and energy, viewed as a vast, intricate, and orderly system, encompassing everything from galaxies and stars to planets and the fundamental forces governing them, including mysterious dark matter and dark energy that make up most of its content. It's a subject of intense study in cosmology, exploring our space within its immense scale and evolution. So basically, it's just whatever, the universe. Call it the universe, the cosmos, right? Everything in it, from you to me to stars out there to whatever. Right now, the cosmos is like a great interest of mine because like every night before I go to sleep or in the daytime even, I watch documentaries on this shit. So anyway, Luther, let me ask you this. Do you believe the Big Bang Theory is correct? Yes, no, why not, why?
I mean,
Meaning the beginning of the universe, right? So the very beginning. Do you have any dog in this race, or you don't care?
not really, because I'm one of those. I'm so open. Like,
Well, does it matter to you? Like, if you could have that knowledge, would you want it to know what happened in the beginning? I mean,
yes and no, because I don't know. In school, they teach you one thing. Would it blow my mind if I learned that what I learned in school was bogus? Yes. I don't know. I think one of those ones where if that's what you believe, then that's what you believe.
how about the scientific endeavor in general? Do you care? It's okay if you don't. A lot of people don't. But I mean, So some people, I think, and like myself included, are driven always to try to figure out the answer to a question and do it empirically, like do it with like searching and research, experiments and looking what's out in the world and all that stuff. And it matters to me like what the answers are.
Like, I don't know. I do like having answers, but because I think it's a whole. Mine could really grab them like because I didn't like to read a lot because. Once again, we talked about it before. I used to read it and everything just bumbles up. And so
dyslexia sucks.
Yeah, and I didn't know what that was. I didn't understand why I didn't like to read. I just wouldn't want to read because, I love information. I like to know things. But if I had to read it, I was just like, all right, I didn't even know. So, like now, like audiobooks was the best thing ever happened to me.
I love my Audible subscription as much as I hate giving more money to those.
Here's the thing. We'll do a number 2 on the...
Can I throw something in really quick?
Yeah.
What's kind of interesting about the three of us talking about this?
Good morning.
Good morning. You've got you who... You're interested in finding answers, but like... It seems like on a very like... physical or materially, like how things work kind of level. More or less, maybe.
No, I'm a materialist, so that's fine.
Yeah. Me, I try to find the answers when it comes to how people work. And do you not have yours?
No, mine. I forgot mine in the other room.
Oh.
I'll give him one back.
I'll give him. But yeah, and then I don't know you that well, but you seem kind of more on the like the unknowable stuff, the esoteric stuff, the spiritual and the mysterious.
Yeah.
So we've kind of got like an interesting trio here with like the physical and material, the human, and then the spiritual. In terms of
here's why we're both wrong.
I mean, in terms of what we're all curious about and what we like to figure out.
Now, I am one of those ones,
So you might not be as interested in, like, how the universe works or why it exists.
Now, with that being said, I want to know why things are. I do think that there is a parallel universe that I do feel like whatever we're doing right now, it's somewhere else. Like there's us doing the same thing, but just in a different, a different way.
So like I'm sitting over there and you're sitting over here.
Yeah, but it's still, your life is different.
Yeah.
So you're talking about like every time you make a decision, the universe splits into another timeline.
Yeah, like somewhere else they're making the other decision. Because I'm one of those. I think about everything before I do it. Like if I say I'm coming over here, I'm thinking about every possible thing that could happen if I came over here.
Oh my God, I'm the same way. It drives me crazy. I hate it.
And yes, I do. And I'm like, why am I like that?
But at the same time,
shout out McDonald's. They're not paying for shit.
Friend of the pod, McDonald's.
Yeah.
But yeah, I do that too. That exact same thing where I like. But on the good side, you know how they say like hindsight's 20/20. There goes my phone again. Looking back, like all the decisions I made throughout my life, like I haven't made that many bad ones. Like 99% of them have been pretty good considering the circumstances, like the best I could have done in the circumstances. So I think that kind of helps in a way, that whole like thinking about every possibility. But it can also like, I don't know, turn into unmitigated anxiety.
I mean, yeah.
I guess sometimes I have nightmares about black holes, so that makes sense.
Really? I mean, you have crazy ass.
I have crazy ass nightmares, but black holes are scary, kind of. But anyway, what was I going to say?
What's on the side of a black hole?
We'll talk about it. That's the second part. I just want to start talking about generally the universe. Here's why I think it's important, right? So, for example, like 1915, Einstein publishes the general theory of relativity. From that, we've been able to track the motion of every heavenly body in the cosmos. We can also determine where they're going to be. It's basically a cause effect. We can see their position and we'll tell you where they're going to be, and we're right every time. And there's other things that go along with it, right? But one of the things was with him, it was now space-time. It was one thing, right? So before it used to be there's space out there, and then time is another dimension, right? Now space and time are one dimension. So basically your time, how time passes for you, depends on, where you are in the universe. It's relative to wherever you are. And if you're closer to a big body of mass like the sun, your time will tick slower. So that's why if you go towards a black hole, your time stops because it's so massive. But anyway, the reason why I think it's important is this was just some guy thinking about, thinking about how bodies moved, how the moon and Mars moved around the sun. And because of that, we have GPS. Okay. So I'll tell you why. With the special theory of relativity, he basically made a prediction that time slowed if you are closer to a massive body, and it turns out that our satellites are just far enough away from Earth that their clocks tick slower. So we have to use Einstein's equations to pre-correct those satellites so that our GPS is accurate, because time changes because we're further away from the Earth.
See, I love that. It blows my head. I mean, yes, I feel like there's like so much more that we have to learn. And
God, yeah.
But I'm one of those ones like I'm information station. I'd rather you learn everything than you tell me.
I'll just tell you, man.
And so I'm like, hey, you know what? I said I can bust these down. How do you know that? Well, somebody else told me. You know what I'm saying? Because I did not read that. I guarantee you. I don't know, man. I think if it was a big thing about reading, if I would love to read, that would be something totally different.
I don't read it either. It's not about reading. It's just like nowadays there's so much content, audio and video and anything else. Just watch lectures, just listen to lectures, just listen to podcasts. Like, that's how I've learned most of this.
Honestly, same. I don't know, college taught me a lot.
Well, yeah, but with the cosmos, with cosmology, it's so changing so fast all the fucking time, especially quantum, shit.
Yeah, you have to stay up to date.
Yeah.
It's the same with anthropology, too.
Right now, they didn't lie to us, right, with the Big Bang, right? They said it was this event that happened at this time and blah, blah, blah. They didn't know much more. And then they found evidence of it directly. So it's called the cosmic microwave background radiation. So they're like, okay, if there was a Big Bang, what would the sky look like 13.8 billion years ago? It would be this way. And then they fucking said, well, what kind of light waves would it be? Microwave. So they looked through all these microwave things. They determined they found the fucking thing, and I'll show you. And everyone on the screen.
It looks crazy.
It looks crazy.
Why are you doing that? You're showing them. This is also on Twitch. Is it Twitch?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
It's on Twitch.
You got a chat going?
And you got a chat going. It's WCAOA. If you look at it on Twitch, if you have Twitch, you can see us live and throw down some messages. You can even comment, say something crazy, throw up something. I throw it out there, and I will tell the story. Courtney, I see you. Sean, Jimmy, Carlos. Hey, I see all y'all. I appreciate the love.
Are you live streaming your followers?
Oh yeah. Because I'm new to this. I'm new to this, so I know I can get some of my people way back home to get into, because there's once again what we're talking about right now. They probably, oh damn, let me listen to that, and that's what I'm trying to pull in everybody I know, because this is something big. I want this to and I feel like it will. We're gonna have some wholesome talk sometime. We're gonna have some crazy talk, some stuff to make them, question. And because today, when he said, this is what we're talking about, I said, okay. Because yes, I have questions. And I guess no question is silly. And so, I was hyped for this because these are things that I probably see and look at and don't understand, but now I'm getting a little insight on it. So you can learn too. You know what I'm saying? Good morning.
That's okay. Yeah, the interesting thing, so everybody that's on Twitch, you can see on the screen here. Sorry if you're at home listening on one of the other podcast networks, but come watch the video. Anyway, what this is they determine, so have you ever noticed a car, if it's fast and it's approaching you, it sounds really high-pitched, when it goes past you, it goes, and it's a different sound? Light does the same thing. So it comes in at you, if it's fast, blue. If it's leaving you, it's red. And redshift can tell you how far away a thing is because of how much it shifted in the spectrum. So they looked at 13.8 billion years ago in the spectrum. This is what they found. This is a universe that's hot and dense. There's no stars, there's no nothing, but it's what it would look like right after something exploded and spit shit everywhere. So the Big Bang is real. We know that.
Can't you also like hear microwave background radiation between like radio signals and shit?
I think so. I could be wrong.
Isn't that like the buzz between radio signals?
How is it?
I don't know.
Because me, you know what I'm saying? You said microwave. I'm like, a sandwich? You know what I'm saying? I could use like breakfast sandwich right now.
Yeah. Can you hear it in the hiss of static? Oh, old TV channels. Okay.
Yeah, old TV channels. So when we were kids and those TV channels and there was hiss in between them, that was the cosmic microwave background radiation from the Big Bang.
I have two very specific things to say to that. I think I was talking to you about this the other day about how Hinduism has like a vague parallel to the Big Bang.
I don't entertain any religion in terms of modern cosmology because they simply did not have any means of understanding it. So how could they base something on it?
Well, I mean, we can't necessarily know that because any technology would be destroyed by time.
No, that's not true. If they were able to manufacture at a certain level, we would definitely know that by now. I mean, it's not that far past.
There's a lot of stuff that does not get preserved in the archaeological record.
I know, but if they were able to find the cosmic microwave background.
There was a documentary series that was on a while ago called Life After People, and it basically, like, imagined everybody on the planet disappeared and what would happen and how nature would claim it. In 500 years, there was very little evidence of any technology. Like, plastic decays. What?
From when to when? What era are you talking about?
Like, it was like a modern thing. It was like sometime in the last, I don't know, decade or two. It was called Life After People.
No.
I'm just saying, like, stuff disappears a lot faster than you think it would. And anything that's like...
It's covered up faster than you think it would, but it's not gone. If we were to leave right now, for hundreds of thousands of years, people would find skyscrapers.
Survive.
Not everything would, you're right, but things would.
Basic things.
I wouldn't.
Very, very basic things.
Enough to know that we were an advanced civilized society.
And if you
and
go
they find it all over the world.
If you go back far enough, too, the Earth kind of like recycles itself. So you have like
okay. Now, are you talking about
stuff like
crazy stuff? Like there could have been another society of humanoid people like 2 million years ago.
No,
I mean that's true. I can't argue with that.
I'm not an ancient aliens person. Not at all. Okay. that makes sense.
Sorry, jump in anytime. If we're not making sense, I'll shut the fuck up.
All I was gonna say, we got sidetracked because you immediately started arguing with me. But what I was going to say. The Hindu creation story that I was talking about that has a similar like sound to the Big Bang is the oh god, there's no way I'm gonna pronounce that right. How do we say you? Anyway. It's a creation story that centers on this golden egg that's a primordial source of all of creation, basically.
But see, if you call it an egg, if it was known as an egg, then their concept is something that's very terrestrial, and that is a chicken. Or
but stories.
And they're talking about how it grows out like birdwood, right? It grows, and then everything's in there that you need. I don't see how that ties to the Big Bang.
It's just a metaphor for it. Okay. That's all. That's the point.
It seems like a metaphor for
I'm not
chicken
saying
growing.
I'm just saying it's possible ancient humans, we had the same brains as we do now. For the last 100,000, 200,000 years, we had the same brains. Exact same brains.
True.
So, I mean, we were just as smart then as we are now. And
denying that either.
And, you know, there are societies that have, like, especially like non-Western or non-Eurocentric societies that have found out things about the greater cosmos without traditional Western technology like telescopes and stuff.
But yeah, that would be like the Aztecs.
Well, there's the Dogon supposedly figured out that Sirius was a binary star.
Yeah, that I have actually heard,
and there's cave paintings that track its orbit around each other perfectly. So
the entire exhaustion of anthropological evidence shows us that there was like one guy that might have had a telescope.
I mean, that wasn't that long ago. It was like few thousand years ago. But I'm just saying there's.
He's educated, and I gotta put him on his butt too. Yeah.
I mean, I'm not like I never went to graduate school or anything.
So it doesn't. That's just more college is all it is.
I got little college in. Moon, stars, Quavo.
Well, now we're talking about anthropology. So
that's over my head again. But I like.
I am too, but I'm just act like I don't know what I'm talking about.
So the only other thing I wanted to say about the cosmic background radiation is like there's an interesting, I don't want to call it a theory, but I guess an idea that like people who end up like sociopathic or psychopathic or without any like empathy or compassion, like there's people that literally can't feel empathy toward other human beings, that they're somehow disconnected from the rest of like something that links all of our brains together.
I mean, that makes sense.
Like not a necessarily like a collective consciousness, but one of your videos that you were watching the other day was talk about how there's some kind of quantum activity between little things in your brain. I don't remember what exactly because I was half asleep, but
that was a little bit different because what they're talking about.
They were talking about quantum computing. That's what that video was about. But they were talking about the way that neurons or signals travel through neurons or something like that.
Yeah.
And there was like.
Yeah, but it was one of the. I mean, it's conjecture. That's what I'm saying. They didn't really have. It looks like it could line up because you could say that the wave function works for the same sort of electrical properties of the brain, and there could be the same similar. But I don't really buy it.
Well, Gerald says that's running out. Gerald, yeah, he's not wrong. Talking about civilizations grow and they die and bounce back.
Yeah, I even believe in the Hunger Dryas.
I mean, we lost, during the Dark Ages, we lost so much knowledge and information, so much math. We lost the ability to write for a while, like, as a species in Western Europe. Like, the Dark Ages were literally, like proof of the concept that you can have a period of time where everybody fucking forgets how to be smart.
I agree, but like...
And like that particular thing was caused by the worst plague in Europe, the Black Plague.
I get it. So originally, let's take stock of what we're talking about because I'm confused. I'm sure so are some of the listeners, but we were talking about the cosmos, but we were talking about like more of an anthropological centered discussion now because you were wondering if.
I'm
what other people, other civilizations
back.
may have thought of that if they had it, or
if they figured it out.
Yeah. And then we started arguing whether that it was possible to figure it out. Yeah, I still contend that no, but that's okay.
I just give a lot of credit to ancient humans. I've personally tried flint knapping and seen how extremely difficult it is, and the way that ancient peoples can create a freaking arrowhead out of a rock.
I mean, like the Aztecs.
Well, yeah, I was actually going to say, I actually kind of believe in the Hunger Dryas, and that like probably Plato and his uncle did travel to Atlantis at some point, and it was in the place they said it was.
Really?
Yeah. But why not? There's a lot of physical evidence that we had a big comet hit at that time.
Well, and we also had Pangea and shit like that. Like the continents have moved
that was 15,000 years ago.
No, that was a lot longer ago. But I'm saying
the Hunger Dryas was 15,000. What were you talking about? I
said Pangea.
That's millions. Right?
I'm just saying continents move around. Like, they're still moving.
Oh, for sure. We're gonna like run into Russia at some point.
Well, yeah, there's some deep stuff going on. The Indian subcontinent's gonna like.
The continents move right in the water, so eventually we're gonna go right into Russia, but we'll be way gone, either gone or all dead or whatever.
But yeah, I mean, islands actually like rise and fall periodically.
But isn't it true that like everything was together and then just like boom?
That's Pangea. Yeah,
that's exactly right. You remember that from school?
Yeah, I was like. And then, a movie I used to love, and it made me think like, I started thinking about that as Waterworld.
Yeah.
I was like, man, I wonder if that's really,
Yeah, that was supposed to be like
Waterworld was the ice caps melting.
Yeah, it was post-apocalyptic. I think it was supposed to be after nuclear war, and then the ice caps melted, and it just became a world of water, even though there was land underneath, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was the Kevin Costner movie. I love that fucking movie.
I love that movie. I was like, man, well, if that happened, I'm like... And then you got Mad Max when everything is just dry.
Yeah, which was another nuclear apocalypse.
And I was like, man, what would it be? Motherfucker coming out and I got dude's face on your chest and stuff. Like, oh, this is my brother. No, but I mean,
here you go. Here's Pangea's today.
Oh, yeah.
200 million years ago. 185. See, you can already see it. Look, there's the Bering Strait.
Here it is, South America and Africa.
Yep, because they were together back
There's
then.
Asia, Russia,
Oh, look,
New
there's
Zealand.
Florida. Look how old Florida is.
Oh,
Now we're looking at something that no one on our stream or
see, now I see where they
Yeah, see, now you can start to see it coming together. Oh, and then there's the sea that made white sands.
crazy.
Yeah.
It's crazy how it goes together. You see how it comes apart.
And look, there's India right there. Watch, it's about to crash. Boom! Himalayas. All right, I'm done.
That is crazy. See, stuff like that.
Well, there was an island that popped up in the early 1900s. I want to say it was called Surtsey, if I remember right.
Riley really likes anthropology.
That's
I mean, I got a whole degree in humans. I'm way too much of a misanthrope, though.
He don't like people, but likes to study people.
There's nothing wrong with that. Because, I mean, I don't know. I kind of like, why do people do what they do? Why are, speaking on that, I said, well, free will and, like, why do you think the way you think and why chemically made up how they are?
I don't know. It's tough now. Like, I used to have a worldview of that, but not really anymore because
Like
since...
the biological robots thing?
No, I'm just saying, like, since... the 1960s, the development of quantum mechanics and quantum everything, like, it makes indeterminacy seem plausible. And so I'm a materialist, so generally what I think about the universe is that for any state we can look at, snap a picture, you can explain all of that, how it got there from the cosmos, right? On down to, like, what's, whatever state, sub one, But quantum mechanics makes it look like maybe indeterminacy is right. I don't know. So I don't have a view.
I actually grew up with quantum physics, which is a crazy thing to say, but my mom was weird and we had a lot of books. And like quite a few of them were about quantum physics. So I was reading about that shit at like 8, 9 years old, because
I've mostly studied classical mechanics, so Einsteinian physics and stuff. We're not going to talk about quantum mechanics today.
No, that's too the.
His head's going to explode. I can already see he's like.
I'm just saying if quantum entanglement. I'm just saying if quantum entanglement exists, then we're all connected and we're all one.
I don't know if that follows from that, but okay.
I'm just kidding. But no, this island Surtsey. Yeah. It's a volcanic island off the coast of Iceland, and it reached the surface November 14th, 1963. So, new islands get born all the time. Why can't they fucking...
So I'm going to concede the point so we can move on.
No, I was talking about it.
There totally could have been other civilizations that knew about the cosmos and the cosmic microwave background, but so maybe, I don't know. But what I wanted to say about it is I want to get more Luther's opinion on it. Like, so essentially, what does that mean to you, basically, that, like, we've shown that at least the universe went through some sort of explosion and it was hot and dense at the beginning, right? Or at the beginning of what we can see. So, like, how does that tie in with your worldview? Like, I know you're a spiritual person and...
I mean, that's crazy. That's crazy. But, I don't know. Well, spiritually, we're speaking on spiritual, like, it kind of, I mean...
Can I ask you, does it matter that the Big Bang is, that there's proof of the Big Bang or how the universe started? Like in the grand scheme of things, for you, personally?
Really? Not really? Not
See,
really?
I got no dog in that fight either. I just love listening and hearing about it.
Yeah, like, I mean... but I'm one of us. It is what it is, and it's not as in like I don't care. You know, I feel like if do I believe in science? Yes. And if science proves something, it's proof. You know, I mean, so I do like going off of that. You know, saying information. You know, I'm not, if you can prove me that this is what happened, yeah, I'm with that. You know, because that's information. You know, that's something that's proven. That's there. That's right. Like that's why I don't question anything that I've learned in my life spiritually, but. It's like, if I haven't seen it, do I have a question? Yes. Because, it's some things, like, if it's like this, why is this? Or why is this and that happening? Or, why are these bad things happening if it's, this great? Like, you don't have to have this to happen just to learn a lesson. Like, but science says that, this happens because of this and, this hits because of this and that I can, I can physically see. So, yes, I do like it. If you can physically show me something.
And see, that's what led me to throw God away a long time ago when I was a kid. It's because from a very young age, I was like, show me. Like someone says something, you're like, really? Show me. I want to see what you're talking about because you sound like you're full of shit. And I started questioning religious figures that way really early. And so my whole worldview is like, if there's something out there and you want to make a claim about it, you want to say it's true or this exists, you better show me, and that's what science does. So, the first, it's kind of crazy. When modern science first started taking off, like, they used it to try to prove Christianity correct. So they looked like they x-rayed the body for a soul. Wasn't there. They put their, telescopes on the sky to look for God, look for the heavens. They're not there. There's many other examples, but the point is they use real science to try to...
Yeah, a lot of the early scientists were...
Like Mary Curie wanted to prove there was a soul, and she died because she got too many, x-rays. But
didn't Galileo work for the church too initially?
Yes. Like, all Galileo's laws of motion are, given to God, apparently, according to him, but the first thing that we started doing when we had, like, x-ray machines, for example, that's not that long ago.
Yeah,
we started looking
like
for results.
150 years ago?
That's what, where we're at, and I think that's where sometimes people are like, oh my God, because I was raised in the church. I believe in the higher power. Yeah. Can science prove something different? Yeah. With that, like,
science can't disprove God. That's not a thing.
And I was like,
yeah, the burden of proof is really on
science. Like, it still wouldn't change.
You can't prove something doesn't exist because
it still wouldn't change like my view on God or that because and it's like if that belief gets you, make you a better person, get you through life, and then saying you ride that. Now, would I still want to know information? Yes. But, that's the skill.
So here's the question. Would you want to know if there was no God?
If you had a choice?
Yeah. But I I can't sit here and say that I would. Would you not still, talk about the Bible and talk about God and mention God? I was like, no, I'm probably still.
Here's another question.
Honestly, the Bible is at its core... And I don't take offense to the term mythology I'm going to use here, but at its core, mythology is lessons for people to teach other people,
right.
About how to be a good person and how to, not be an asshole. Yeah.
Yeah,
sometimes it's don't wear blended fabrics or,
eat shellfish.
But,
I just wonder, like, because you're a lot of my family and stuff in this realm. Because I just wonder, like, what would it take? What would you have to see with your eyes, hear with your ears, for you to go, oh, there's no God? What would that take? God showing up and saying, hey, I don't exist.
Or is that even...
Actually, that probably would be the...
How would you do that if you didn't exist?
But, I know it's not a physical thing. It's a physical thing,
So it's interesting. You're fully atheist.
Oh, yeah.
Like, completely. And you're believe in God.
Yeah.
No doubts.
Pleasant Hill Baptist Church, McGregor, Texas. Man.
Oh, shout out.
Gotta give a shout out.
Wow, I'm like kind of in between.
Put it this way.
That's why you said that.
I I could.
I'm just the glue that holds everything.
Can I sit here and have a spiritual conversation with a person, about God, and listen and understand and feel where they're coming from? Yes. Would I listen to some, like Brendan Davis that doesn't believe in God? Yes, because I don't know what it is about me. I love to know how people. I love to know people because I don't associate with people by what you believe in, who you are, what you know what I'm saying. I just like people. Like I know that something somewhere.
I actually do like people. I joke about being
some people say God created heaven and earth. I know I don't get anything wrong, but it's like, hey, somebody bless like a golden rock or something like that.
Yeah,
So
a golden calf.
Yeah, so I'm like, it's a little bit of everything. So I'm like, if that's what makes you a better person, this is what makes you, breathe and live, and this is, that's your belief. I give everybody to know. Then so be it. Whether you're a Catholic or Mormon or Southern Baptist, because to me, I feel like Christianity, and some have what I've seen and where people pick and choose what they want to use out of that. And so, okay, I know how I was raised. I know what was. I know I feel about things happening to my children. Now, I raise my children also to. You believe in what you want to believe in,
Do they believe in God?
Well, my kids. From what I know, yes.
Do you talk to them about it?
I have, but I'm like, I'm one of those, I don't want you to think that I'm trying to persuade you to do anything. So if I want my son
same here. I'm not trying to make you separate.
My son, if I came out like, you believe in God? It's like,
I'm just curious because it's a psychological and sociological question.
My baby, he was in church like every Sunday with my mama, so.
Do you know about that God helmet?
God, I don't know.
You haven't heard of it? So it's this thing. It's like a helmet that they put on, and they did it at some school it was a science experiment. But it's this helmet that has all these like weird little, I don't know if it's magnets or what, but they basically shoot signals into your brain. And there's a particular part of the brain that they can touch with this God helmet, and this is why they call it the God helmet, that makes you feel a divine presence. Like it's a button somewhere in the brain.
What does that mean to you?
It's just fascinating because like I've done a lot of hallucinogens and I've had some. I've had that.
I was a K-hole. I felt like I was God. I get.
No, I've never felt like I was God.
Oh, really?
But like,
try ketamine.
No. Try what?
Ketamine.
No, I've tried ketamine.
I would have got on here and said,
did they do that to you?
The reason why don't.
It made me hold on to the grass because I was convinced that I was going to float away because gravity wasn't affecting me anymore.
What was your boy saying?
No, he was saying that we were talking about. They said it's called peace of mind, and it actually gives you hope.
Well,
see, I always liked the Southern Baptists because, like, as a little like homeless punk white kid, like they were always so welcoming. They'd always feed me, and it was always like a joyous place to be. Like everybody there was happy. Like Catholic church was always like depressing and like I only went to churches to get fed, just full disclosure. Like I did not go for spiritual reasons. I was homeless a lot in my teen years and I was very hungry.
But see, that's the thing. I like that, and maybe that's it. Maybe that's it, because regardless of the fact I want to see it, religious people, there are some good ones who do a lot of good things for people, feeding people, clothing people, and if to take them and show them that that's everything they believe in is not real, and that everything they're doing is just for not.
I wouldn't take away without leaving them with something, though. I give them a new way to live. Just like NA does.
I radicalize everybody I meet, so.
Exactly.
I literally do. Fucking my buddy Jason the other day was like, did you know that all billionaires are evil? And I was like, dude, have you not been fucking listening? Like, but anyway.
And I always say that it was like, I don't know people outside, well, if you're like a billionaire, you had to step on somebody to get where you're at. You know what I'm saying? You just don't walk by, excuse me, let me take this, $2-3 million from you, put that pocket, So with that, I mean,
that's a whole other subject.
Yeah,
We're talking about spirituality.
but like, even with that mindset, if it's just about the science and everything, why do we have like the rich and the poor? If that's why couldn't like the universe make it where everybody's self-sufficient?
Wait a second, are you saying that?
Because people put that in God. Hey, this is God's blessing. That might
God's
help
plan, yeah.
Yeah,
everything happens for a reason.
Oh, so is he giving the argument of evil? Like, because there's evil in the world, God couldn't possibly exist.
I'm not saying that he couldn't possibly exist because it's not evil in the world, because you need bad for good, I guess.
I don't think if God existed, I don't think God would be a good, quote unquote, God if we didn't have free will. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. Yeah.
Oh, that's how you pass it on to the humans. Oh no, God didn't plan that. That's not
because
free will. That was your fault.
Anything else is just control.
I'll do a Bill Burr bit. My favorite Bill Burr bit. He said okay, well, if God's out there creating this, he's like, this is your fuck up. He's like, I don't go out and build a Chevy. It doesn't fucking run, so I fucking throw gasoline on and start the fire. You evil son of a bitch, you burn forever. Yeah. He's like, this is your fuck up, God. If I had made a mistake, it's on you.
Yeah.
It's Bill Burr. He's hilarious.
Bill Burr does rule. I believe in evolution in everything, and that's why I say I'm kind of between the atheist and the Baptist. Do you still consider yourself a Baptist? Is that the right descriptor?
Oh, yeah.
I don't know. Christian, I don't like that word. It gives me bad.
And that's the thing. I can't sit here and say, I'm not making fun because I have some family on there who are pastors or whatever. I'm not saying like I'm a holy, like I'm just at a church. I do know what I grew up believing in. What, as he said, it gave me peace. It answered some questions until it didn't answer questions. Because as I got older, I started questioning where I needed to be to make sure that, I had what I needed. My family was blessed because, they told me if you go and you praise and you do this and you give this and you work, and you do the right thing, these things would happen. And then I was like, nothing's happened. So, but I still didn't drop that belief. There is a God. You can watch, and some people, there's so many movies and stuff made about this, and yes, I do question some of the things, but once again, I question a lot, so if I can be proven that there was no burning bush, no man, split the sea, okay, but it was a great story, I'm still, it's like the Three Bears. It wasn't anything about Three Bears and Goldilocks, but you do know that, about the poor. That's just...
What you said about how, when you were coming up, it answered questions until it didn't.
Yeah.
I think that's really interesting. I've seen that before in I feel like that's the role of religion in most societies, is to answer questions when the questions you're asking are I don't want to use the word simple, but just the early ones that you ask in life, when you're young, before you get out into the world and start learning from experience, stuff like that,
That's where it's at.
So religion makes sense until you grow up.
Yes. And actually, there's a really good book called Alamut by Vladimir Bartol that's about the Islamic assassins from the 11th century, the Assassin's Creed games and shit like that.
I love Assassin's Creed.
Yeah. Well, this book's really interesting. It's it tells the story of this kid that gets recruited, and it starts out as this imam that comes through his village and whatever, and the kid's like really smart and really like he's like 14 or 15, but he's really like advanced at critical thinking for his age. And so the mom's like, oh, I got something special for you, come with me. And he basically tells him like, look, you know, you understand the Quran, you understand the stories, you understand the lessons, like that's for everybody, you know, that's for, basically he says like, that's for basic bitches, like, you want to come learn the real shit, like, come with me. And he takes him to go be an assassin and this whole thing. But it was just a really interesting conversation about, like, it was just so well put into words, that exact sentiment right there. Like, that it answers the questions until it doesn't, and then you kind of gotta, like, use that baseline to figure shit out on your own.
That's right.
And that baseline provides, you know, like a moral framework in best case scenario. Obviously, not everybody learns that from it, you know?
Yeah, like, yeah, you could ask me, do you think your mom's in heaven? Yes.
My mom ain't in heaven.
And you prove that it's heaven? Like, no, but yes, I believe my mom's heaven.
I had a stranger pray over me once. It was a really weird experience.
I'm telling you, man, those are questions I want.
Well, no, it was weird because...
What if we find out where your mom is? I'm not saying she's not anywhere, but what if she's not in heaven, she's somewhere else? Not in hell, but you know what I mean?
Ooh, like if we proved like ghosts were real or whatever?
No, I was thinking other dimensions and shit.
Well, I mean, that's, you know.
Same shit, I guess. It's just yeah. Huh?
Y'all don't want me to start talking about the Goblin universe.
No, what I'm saying is that, like, okay. Right now, quantum mechanics says there's at least... So we have 3 dimensions of space, right? Height, width, length. And we have 1 dimension of time. We have 4 dimensions. We live in the 4 dimensions, not 3. People mistake that all the time. Now, what about the 5th dimension? Well, quantum physics says there's 11 at least.
If you live in the 4th dimension, you can only, like, observe 3 dimensions. Just like if you live in the 3rd dimension, you can only observe the 2 dimensions. Right? Isn't that how it works?
Yes, we live in the 4th because the 3rd one is actually space-time, which is
I don't understand
together.
My own dimension. I'm like, you know, but I love learning this.
Yeah. Well, it's really simple, like, right? So a piece of paper, a flat plate, it's 1 dimension.
Well, a single dot is 1 dimension, right? And then a line.
The line,
is
making it longer is 2 dimensions.
And then the paper.
So a cube, right, is 3-dimensional. Yeah. Because it has height, width, length.
And then the 4th dimension being progress over time.
Yeah. Which is, space-time with Einstein, but yeah. Anyway, but you can think about it like the way you probably thought about it as a kid watching movies, like, oh, we're going to the other dimension, right? And they step into a portal and they go, you can think about it like that. That's fine. But, like, what if there are other dimensions, which science seems to think there are? And maybe that's where Mom is, hanging out in a chill place.
Yeah, and it could be another place.
Yeah, that seems more reasonable to me than clouds and harps.
Honestly, some people...
there's actually proof for mine, like clouds and harps, there's no proof for it.
Some people...
No, I'm just saying.
Some scientists out there really think there's an extremely high likelihood that we all live in a simulation as well.
Oh, simulation theory.
So that's one of my favorites because, like...
Men in Black.
Well, the most interesting question about the simulation universe is, does it fucking matter if it's a simulation or not? Because you're still living in it and you're still dealing with the consequences.
Well, I think the presupposition is it does matter, because otherwise why would we be having this conversation? Right? So, like, everyone wants to be in Prime. They want to be in the first world that created the first simulation. So everyone wants to be there. So that's why it matters.
I don't know. I saw the Matrix. That Prime world was fun.
I live in a simulation where I got some money. That's all I'm saying.
Right?
We will do these nerdy ones still off
one where money doesn't even exist.
I'm cool with that shit. We can be even.
We should have never come down from the trees, as far as I'm concerned. Like,
I want a space program. That's why I'm not an anarchist.
That's the only good argument. That's the only good argument, is wanting to go to space. Yeah. No, can we just have anarchy for like a little while and then go to space?
We're so close. We could have had anarchy like a long time ago. You guys fucked up. You missed your boat.
I mean,
we'd have to like destroy everything and start again.
No, we're about to Fermi paradox our asses.
I know, right? Why? Because
if we're gonna do all this, and then what they need to do is start over with everybody green.
Well, see, I'm a singularity theorist.
I hate people.
I think in 2000, like thousands of years, everyone's going to be the same brownish color and about the same height, and there's not going to be hair. There's not going to be.
Oh yeah, redheads are going extinct.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm saying so.
Probably one gender.
White people are only like 7,000 years old.
Yeah, we're young.
White people are a fucking genetic mutation.
I know.
That randomly succeeded in
That's true. Everyone to get under white boy, a smart white boy's, ass whatever, they just be like, "You're just a genetic mutation." Yes, it's true.
Hey, I'm gonna say I'm a genetic mutation. Money, bitch.
All right, find the poor one then. Don't say that to the rich one.
Yeah. I mean, because I said, oh wait. I
got my red hair from Neanderthal DNA over here, so
his family was fucking beasts at some time.
they were hominins.
So like the possessors.
I'm just fucking right.
If you have a common ancestor within 2 million years, you can hybridize, and
that's how you get a mule.
Well, no, that's
I thought that was how you get a mule.
That's the opposite of how you get a mule.
Oh.
That's how you get a wolf dog. Because wolves and dogs are only about 25,000 years of genetic difference.
Okay.
So yeah, the donkeys and horses make a mule. Those are infertile because donkeys and horses.
That's right, they are infertile. You can't get a donkey to fuck a donkey and then have a donkey.
Yeah. No mules.
Yeah, they're infertile. Or mules. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
But so the interesting thing is, and this is my favorite fact about human evolution, right? So you had all these different like human species that because we originated originally in Africa.
Obviously.
There's a specific spot that I'm blanking the name of.
Rift Valley.
Yes, thank you. Great Rift Valley. That's awesome that you know that. Anyway. So yeah, we all originated there less than 2 million years ago. Like the oldest, like upright walking humans are less than 2 million years old, and they were like pre-humans. They weren't even humans yet. So yeah, we basically all left Africa at one point, spread out throughout the world.
You're welcome.
Honestly,
I should have told my people not to go up north. It's fucking cold, bro.
But
I wouldn't exist if.
But if they had like what I do want to know, I got to study like Vikings stuff.
Yeah.
But I got into like black Vikings, and I was like, I want to know if the black Vikings actually had white hair.
Yeah.
Because of where they were from. Because the pictures you showed, that it's like it looks like it's just all gray.
Yeah.
And I was like, I wonder if it was like that. Even if they were born that way.
Well, as far as like skin tone changing and stuff like that, how that works is.
I think he's referring to the Moors, and he's wondering about how their hair got that color.
Yeah. Well, I'm about to explain it the other direction, so I think maybe it works the opposite way. So what happens is, like, say I'm super white, right? My family's from Norway. If I moved, closer to the equator, like say the Mediterranean, right? And I had kids. My kids, even if I had kids with another like white person, my kids would be, I want to say like 20% darker. Because of the environment. So like the closer you get to the equator, the more that has an effect with the subsequent generation. Most evolutionary traits don't happen that fast, so that's more of like a hereditary thing, an environmental thing. But that being said, the reason white people evolved in the first place is because humans expanded so far north that the melanin in your skin was no longer useful for blocking harmful sun radiation. And the genetic mutation that caused white skin, I don't know if it's related to albinism at all or what, but so that trait succeeded in the northern climates because there's less sun, and the more melanin you have, the less vitamin D you get from the sun.
Right.
So they needed to like drop that melanin to get more vitamin D from the cloudier skies.
It could be because I was like, man, I saw these pictures, these dudes, it's like they're dark, but then they have all this white hair and like dreads and braids. I was like, oh, so I was like, how did that? What? But then, then I started reading on the Moors and then that indigenous people. And I was like, oh, man. So really that right there is science in itself saying that, So I can't just say...
They had white slaves? That's fucked up.
Whoa. Hey, I still... Mayo monkey.
Oh, the Moors.
Oh, it's inaccurate. Yeah. No, it was inaccurate. Like, they just portrayed them that way because they look cool.
Okay.
They did, but like I said, that was not like any more common than any other hair color.
Oh, that's crazy.
Yeah.
I when I was in high school, I lived across from this couple. The girl had like the brightest red hair, like super, super bright red, pale skin, freckles. And she was with a black guy who was like pretty dark skinned. And their child had like tan hair almost. But it was like super, super curly. And it was just like the cutest little baby I've ever seen in my life.
That's how my boys were,
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. That's what I do like, the whole, mixed breed kids are just beautiful.
I mean, that's like,
Well,
we're not supposed to
I don't know,
breed
Chinese
with
babies are pretty
people who
cute.
look like us. Like, we're not
Chinese
supposed
babies.
to.
Yeah, they're cute.
We have like things in our brains.
Speaking of Chinese, Temu, what the fuck, where you at? Sorry, we have to call it Temu every podcast.
Oh yeah, friend of the pod.
Yeah, we want that advertising dollar.
Sponsor.
Yeah, I need that, man. We need that Temu. Matter of fact, y'all need to give us these views so we can start study on this black hole stuff. I need to know what's going on, what's on the other side. Milky Ways, and stuff like that.
You want to talk about black holes and stuff? What? Sorry, I missed me.
I'm not talking about butts.
What?
Oh.
Black holes.
And our next episode will be about.
Wait, have you guys seen that movie, The Big Bang, with Antonio Banderas?
No.
Yes, I have.
There's that scene where Snoop Dogg is making the porno, and it's like a space themed, and I think it's called The Black Hole. Do you know what I'm talking about? It's just like it's a cameo. It's a fucking
digress, my
You
friend.
gotta watch this movie. It is so fucking weird.
What I do in my spare time? No.
But yeah, Snoop Dogg plays a porn director, and he's
Shout out
making
to Snoop, when you watch it.
he's making them, and he goes, they keep going in, but you never see them coming out. They're just running a train on that girl.
Makes sense.
Yeah, no, that movie's good. You should watch it.
Then you switch to the
It has a
white
really-
lady with the 6 black dudes.
It has,
We can sit on the couch.
it has a really uncomfortable ending involving transgender stuff, though.
Wow.
So many fucking movies.
Open your eyes.
Well, because the
So we don't have
the
that much
ending of that
more
movie-
time left, actually. This went fast. We had some weird conversations. We went much more human-centric than I thought I was going to. I'm going to blame that on Riley.
Oh, no, I learned that, man. I really, you'd be surprised when I'm sitting there like, man,
What?
I'm like, I learned a lot.
Oh.
And like, I wouldn't even thought to think or even, think on what we talked about today. I was like, man, yes, doesn't put more questions up there.
Yeah.
Which is good. Which that makes for better for more, episodes. But I'm like, yes, it does make me think now. Like, but is it gonna change who I am?
I don't want it to change who you are.
I
think that if something that was going to change the way you were in terms of like science and stuff like that, it would have happened already. I mean, you're older, you've sort of made up your mind. I mean, I don't want to say that in a bad way, but you sort of like come to terms with the world and like you believe what you believe.
It's okay to like change your mind though. Like a lot of people. One of my favorite things about science is the very nature of it. It proves itself wrong
All the time.
all the time. And
In fact, I was going to get into that today. But
I know. I wanted to talk about it earlier because it's like my favorite thing about science.
Science proves it's
correct.
As we learn more, we learn that things we thought in the past aren't necessarily true.
That's
Anthropology is a great example of that because early anthropology gave birth to the eugenics movement. And
that's
was extremely fucking racist.
Yeah.
that's one thing. Me being religious, I guess it helped. That's why I'm here now. To me, because I'm open. I guess I like, and you talk to be a good person. You talk to, love everyone, and I do. So if you ask me why I do that, I was like, oh, because I learned that growing up in church. You're supposed to be a good person. You're supposed to, love everyone. I don't say I pick and choose what I want to believe, but I was like, I believe in it. If anything, I believe that gives people, a bit of, calmness, like you said, peace of mind. That there are good people. This is why you're good. You know what I'm saying? You're going to, because some people, I don't know, want to think that if I die and I do everything right, I'm going to heaven.
All right, can I just bring it all together in the last couple seconds?
Well, I got a couple things to say before we did that. But if you want to do, are you going to do a recap or what are you going to do?
No.
Okay, well, then
I just want to kind of bring it full circle. So you're like a utilitarian materialist.
Yeah.
And you're a Baptist religious, and I am an anthropologist and sociologist. And what's interesting, like I said earlier, we all are coming from a different place when it comes to asking questions, but at the same time, we all, I think, are all pretty good people, and we all learn to be pretty good people through those different vectors.
Yeah.
You learned it from the church.
Yeah.
I learned it from, figuring people out and figuring out how to survive awful people, and also figuring out how to keep good people around,
And I learned it from the a priori, I would call it, the logic and reason.
Well, I mean, isn't the whole utilitarian thing doing the most good with the least amount of effort?
No.
What am I
Very
thinking
close,
of?
very close. It is the
I'm thinking
right action is the one that produces the most utility and suppresses the most pain or suffering.
Yeah. Yeah, well, which is similar. Pretty similar to what I said, I think.
What'd you say? I forgot what you said.
It's doing the most good with the least amount of effort.
That seems like an efficiency sort of thing, right? You want to, it's doing the least amount of good while at the same time avoiding the most amount of pain or suffering.
Yeah.
So,
Well, the avoiding pain and suffering is with the least amount of effort part.
But what does effort got to do with pain and suffering?
Because things are hard.
I see where you're going with this, but
I'm just
formulations of
I'm paraphrasing
theses
it
and
differently, but
yeah.
I think I am thinking.
You are thinking the right thing.
I'm paradoxing. I don't know what to say. I'll say that.
But
This is.
But yeah, what's your point of making oh shit? Well, that was the bell.
Came from different places. They're the same thing.
Thank you guys so much for listening. Sorry we had to cut this off. We're definitely doing number 2. We didn't even get the black holes. That was bullshit. The black holes are the least controversial thing when it comes to religion and all this bullshit. We could have stayed off that topic for half the. Anyway, thank you guys so much. We'll see you again real soon. I'll upload this today, and have a great weekend, and we'll see you Monday. Bye.
Peace.